last game of Saturday's Premier League action, and it's a huge one with major implications on the Premier League. Newcastle United. For Pep Guardiola, there is just one change to the side that beat Fulham last time out in the Premier League, and that sees Omar Mamouche come into the forward line at the expense of Phil Foden, who drops to the bench. Haaland went off injured against Fulham, but he is fit enough to lead the line tonight, and Savinho is in the squad for the first time since New Year's Day. In the back line, a special one for Ruben Diaz, who makes a 250th Manchester City appearance. For Eddie Howe, he's made 3 changes to the Newcastle side that contested at Spurs and won last time out in the Premier League. Lewis Hall comes into the 11, and it's a 100th club appearance for him. Sandro Tonali returns in the midfield, while Nick Voltemara comes in up front to lead the line. Joe Willock makes a 100th Premier League start. There's a boost for them on the bench with Joe Linton, who's missed so much time due to injury, but he is amongst the substitutes. Tonight there is no Bruno Guimaraes, who still has a hamstring injury, and no Sven Botman, who's struggling with a back injury. Harvey Barnes is amongst the substitutes.
Really, training sessions galore with Pep. They should go and dominate this game, literally take it from the first minute and go and run away with it.
Let's look at the teams then that are about to contest this key game in the Premier League.
A week that sees City fate thrown back into their own hands. A faultless conclusion to the season will see them crowned champions. But they can only approach the still distant finish line one step at a time. The task...
Title race. The lights are up, the stage is set, the teams are ready to get going. Just thoughts, Macca, on what Manchester City have to do today?
Well, they have to go out and dominate. They have to go and press Newcastle. They've had, as you said before, Jules, they've had a week off
tonight, to avoid the faltering stride that will immediately cede the initiative back to Arsenal. Newcastle started so brightly out in Azerbaijan, a goal up inside barely 2 minutes the other night. Trying to take the game to Manchester City in the early stages here. And that's an assured touch from Semenyo. And Nunez is going to be able to bring it forward down the Manchester City right. Semenyo sweeping it wide. Nouri for Rodri, anchoring the midfield. Bernardo Silva will drop in alongside him at times. A little shove on Marguehi. City haven't been within 2 points of Arsenal since December the 30th, but that will be the gap tonight if they win here. Of course, the Gunners can restore their cushion in the North London derby, but they will have played an extra game. City win tonight will keep their fate in their own hands, with match against Arsenal here on the 3rd weekend of April looming increasingly large. Switch of play by Diaz, all fist in towards Mamouche, and a corner inside 90 seconds or so for Manchester City.
Ruben Diaz. It's got the crowd into it nice and early as well, Glenn, the City start.
Oh, they've started so well. I mean, Newcastle's point, they've got to stay in this game and be strong. Hit them on the counter, of course. With Anthony Gordon, we've got a chance of that ball over the top, but we've got to stay strong because City are up for it.
Newcastle team that's lost 3 of their last 4 league games, the losing one coming to an end at Spurs in their last one. Their last one here in a League Cup tie in 2014. Their last league win was in 2000 when Alan Shearer got the only goal. That was the year, by the way, that Erling Haaland, Phil Foden and Marguehi were born, so it's been a while.
Yeah, the odds are against them tonight, the facts I mean, they're such a great side, Man City, and as you said earlier there, I think they're just starting to get to their best.
It's Nick Voltemada, who's still slightly withdrawn in this Newcastle team. Anthony Gordon through the middle. It seems to be a role that Eddie Howe likes him to play at the moment, more as a number 10 than a number 9. He's a good technical player though, Glenn, isn't he, the German? Here's Anthony Gordon on the move, who had that wonderful night in Baku with 4 Champions League goals. Can't get the better of Aït-Nouri though on that side.
Yeah, that's the problem there. Anthony Gordon finds himself wide on the right-hand side, making a great run and behind, got the ball, nobody in the penalty area. He looks up, he can't put a cross in, I think. Valdemada's got to hurt himself to get into that box. This is the example that they get in behind here. And this is where you're thinking, get in that, but you've got to get bodies. Look, there's not a Newcastle player anywhere near the penalty area.
Gordon's issue has been scoring goals in the Premier League. He's been great in cup competitions. 11 of his 14 have been scored in either domestic cup matches or the Champions League. He's only managed 3 so far in the Premier League. It's Semenyo who's made a flying start for his Manchester City career. That was good midfield play to win it back for Newcastle for Ramsey. Spurs the only team to win here in the Premier League this season. That was City's first home league game of the season back in August. In recent form, 16 wins in 22 in all competitions, 4 draws and 2 defeats. I suppose it shows that Arsenal have managed to be solid during that period as well, based on the fact they've still got a lead. But if they do win tonight, City with more than North London derby, the gap will be just 2 points. And don't forget the group page of it here in April. What looks like a potential title decider.
Get the 3 points to the exactly. City. 2 behind. Just waiting to pass.
Well, they've got to run on this side, got a bit of a shoulder shot from Nunes. Thinks he should have got the free kick. It's fascinating how he's adapted from a central midfielder creative play when he came here, Nunes, to a really efficient right back for Manchester City.
Absolutely. I think Ten does that. A lot of managers you do that. You change players, you change their position. Suddenly you get something out. They've got to play it. They've got to do it well. He's been brilliant.
It's the first physical duel between Haaland and Dan Burn. It's interesting for Haaland. He seems to score against everybody apart from Newcastle. He scored against them the very first time he played against them, but he's since got 8